All right. What's up? So, I got a few people online requesting to see a video about Carolina rigging a crankbait. And there's a few people on Instagram that commented on a little comment that I said on a post about, I think it was a chrome wart or something like that, when you should use them. And I commented, well, when you're usually resorting to stuff like that, I like to start doing a little bit different things fish aren't used to. So, Carolina rigging crankbait or chrome wart, basically the same thing, different look, is usually what I do when it comes down to that. So they commented on my comment saying something along those lines, saying that's what I do, and they wanted to see a video of it. And a lot of other people around me, a lot of other people in Yuma have really been wanting to see a video of this said Carolina rigging a crankbait, whatever, chrome wart, So I looked for videos on YouTube, and there isn't really many videos on it that are super descriptive, or I think really any out there. So I'm gonna take a shot while the fish are not biting. I got my little trout rig out right now, and I'm going to make a video on how to Carolina rig a crankbait and what it looks like in the water and stuff like that. There is multiple methods to it, and I'll have all that in the video. All right. So we're gonna start by going over to my tackle box and showing you what I usually do a rig like this on. And what we're gonna start with is the line. Yeah, we're gonna start with the line. So usually when I'm doing stuff like this, I like to use fluorocarbon. It just sinks better, it's smoother, easier to use. And really, when you're going into awkward situations like this where like nothing is working, you really want to start making your presentation a lot less noticeable. So I like to go with 12-pound fluorocarbon, pure fluorocarbon, or P-line, one of the two. And then what I do is I take about 18 to 20 some odd inches of the line, and that's where I'm gonna tie my 1 weight or 2 weights on. And what I mean by 1 weights or 2 weights is if you're going for a sort of, how do I explain this? If you're going for a little bit more of a higher up / suspending look with your crankbait or wart or whatever you want to call it, you want to use 1. Now if you're trying to make it sit on the bottom down in the water, you want to tie on 2. And that's usually what I do, because it looks really unique, because when you sit in the water with it and the weights sit on the bottom, it'll float up behind it and then it'll just dart at the ground like it's trying to eat something off of the floor. So I'm going to pull out all the stuff I use for the 2 weight version and put it right here. So I got my pole right there, got the line, got the spinners, there we are. All right, so in this box we're gonna pull out my chrome wart, my bigger one at least, and that's what we're gonna use for this video and the demonstration of how to use it and what it looks like to swim in said clear water. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see it. I might honestly just dunk my phone in the water, see how it goes. So yeah. All right, so we got it in the water now. We got it all tied up. That's what it looks like when it's done. Try to bring it closer without catching myself. Just looks like that. It's pretty simple. You can figure out how to tie it on. Doesn't take much effort. But you notice when it sits in the water, try to get close for you. I'll try to bring it closer, one of the two. When it sits in the water, you'll notice that it really looks like it's staring down at something, and then it looks like it's staring at the weights down there. And when you jerk your rod, you gotta fish it with jerking movements. I gotta get my rod in hand. Sorry guys. That'll work, whatever. And then when it's looking down, it looks like it's staring at something, and when you jerk it, it swims after it on the bottom, just like that. And then you let it float back up, it'll teeter back up, and then boom, it's coming down after it again. Boom, it's coming down after it. It's really useful. I've caught a few on it. I've actually caught trout on it with a similar setup. So that's what it looks like in water. Boom. Just following the weights down there. Boom. Yeah. That's really all there is to show you. So hope you go out and have fun with it, catch something on it, and have a good time.